Hey there YouTube, Tooextrememx here. I've had a few people requesting information on how to install a GYTR or a Pro Armor tether switch. These switches are required when you race your four-wheelers. Now, the instructions on how to do it aren't really all that simple. They do have a install kit for them. I don't personally use install kits when I install tethers or anything like that, but what you need to do, you need to make sure you know what type of tether you're getting, whether it's normally closed or normally opened tether. With the Yamaha, the YFZs, the Pro Armor and GYTR tethers are normally open tethers, and to hook them up, what you need to do is you need to get to your stator side of your four-wheeler, which is a side with the filler plug, and locate the wires coming out from them. I know 04s to 06s, I think, are the only ones that have the wire that comes out and goes to the front. 07s to 09s either come out back here or they'll come out here and then route to the back. Either way, you just need to find these wires and you need to trace them. Like mine, I follow them right here. They go up towards the front, up my frame here, come up right along my radiator. And what you're looking for, right here's the wire. You can see here it comes right across my radiator. And what you're looking for is 4 wires that come out, and there's a red and white wire that goes to a black plug. The other ones, as you can see, should be like 4 wires come out. There's a red and white one, a red one, a white one, and then there's a white and a yellow. The white and yellow go up to a white plug, as you can see here. The red and white go to the black plug. What you are looking for is this black plug. You're looking for the red and white wires, and for a GYTR or a Pro Armor switch, you have to, if you don't have the installation kit, what you can do is you'll take the long wire from either GYTR or the Pro Armor tether switch. You run your long wire down and splice it in just like this, and what that blue thing there is just a couple of these things here. It's just one of these. You can buy them Radio Shack or whatever. It's a little splicer, allows you to splice in. You want to make sure you get the smaller one. I'm not sure what gauge these ones are. Actually, let me check. These ones say, I believe they're 18 to 14 gauge. What you want is like the 24 to 18 gauge ones, which are smaller wires, because these wires, the one I used didn't actually bite into the coating around the wire too well. But get the smaller ones, and all you have to do is locate the white wire and take your long wire from your tether. It'll slide into the one spot. As you can see, it can only slide in one way because there's a little stopper on one side. The other side, the wire goes right straight through, and I'll show you on the little clip things. I'll pop one open. As you see here, the wire that goes all the way through will be the white wire. You see, white wire goes through the long side, and then there's your wire from your tether will go on the short side there that only goes in so far. And then you just grab it with a pair of pliers or vice grips or whatever and pinch it down really good so it bites into the wires. After that's done, make sure you tape it up really good so that way it doesn't get wet. It gets wet, it can short out, but I put just the lead wire off of it for now, just to show you that this is the proper wire to hook it to, because if you hook it to the red wire, it will do absolutely nothing. Hooking it to the white wire will shut it right off. And what I'm going to do here, turn my four-wheeler on, if it's on. As you see, she's running. Got hold of my little wire here. And I'm just going to ground it on the shock bolt here. And you hear it stop. Alright, we'll do it again too. Back up. Right in. And short it right out. More time. As soon as it touched the metal, four-wheeler shut right off. After you get your switch up, hooked up, that's the way it should work. Again, with the Pro Armor and the GYTRs, they have one long wire and I believe a short wire. The short wire, what you want to do is you want to hook it to, you know, a frame, any kind of frame mount. And, you know, hook it right to it. Pop the bolt out, put the thing on, hook it right on, so that way you got your ground. And then your other wire, the longer wire, will go down. And like I said, with the 04s, 06s, they're usually right underneath your nose area, in between the lights. Like I said, all you have to do is follow up from your stator, follow your line all the way up, and again, it's going to be, there's a red wire and a white wire, and what you want is you want to splice into that white wire. Now this is the way you do it if you do not have the installation kit. I've read the instructions on the installation and they're quite confusing. Personally, for $24 that they charge for the installation kit, I'd rather just splice it in just like this. Does the same exact thing as the extra $24 kit does, but saves you the 24 bucks. Now this is a normally open style tethered switch. If you happen to get a normally closed style tether switch, the normally closed tether switch can be used on the YFZs. They don't wire the same way. The normally closed tether switch, what you'll want to do is you want to take your on-off switch and find out which wires down inside here are for this switch itself. And you'll just go ahead and cut them and wire them directly into a normally closed tether switch. The normally closed tether switch is better to use for your YFZ because of the fact that it does not interrupt any kind of electronics, does not ground out any electronics being or electricity being sent through your bike. What the normally closed tether switch does is it does exactly like it basically turns your on-off switch into a tether switch. It works on the same principle as your on-off switch and basically will be in place of your on-off switch. So again, normally open, the Pro Armor and the GYTR brand ones wire in as I've shown you here, and the normally closed switches, which are the aftermarket switches you can buy, some of them are no-name brands. There are a couple name brands normally closed switches out there. Those ones are the ones that you'll actually have to basically cut the wires that originally go to your on-off switch here. You'll cut those wires and run them to the normally closed switch. Again, this is the more preferred way, the safer way for your quad, because a lot of people say you can damage your electrical system using the normally opened ones because it does short out electronic signals to your coil. I myself prefer the normally closed ones. I hope this video helped the people out there that were asking about it. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. Make sure to check out my other videos, subscribe to my channel. It's Tooextrememx. Have fun riding.